Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a fantastic day as always, and it is a fantastic day because Tokyo Xtreme Racer releases today. I believe the day I'm uploading it releases into early access, and I'll just be straight up 100% just right out of the gate so you don't have to watch the entire video. Buy Tokyo Xtreme Racer. It is very much worth the $30 for this game. If you are a Tokyo Xtreme Racer fan, you need to buy this game. This is through and through a fantastic return to form for Tokyo Xtreme Racer. Let's get right into it. So Tokyo Xtreme Racer released into early access today, and I've been playing it for a couple weeks now, just getting my thoughts and opinions on the game. And my backstory with Tokyo Xtreme Racer, I never really grew up with the Tokyo Xtreme Racer games. So I actually rented Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3 from Blockbuster back in the day, and you know, that was like, what, 15 years ago? Going on 15 years. So it's been a hot while since I played a Tokyo Xtreme Racer game. Having played Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3 and over the past couple months, revisiting the series, I played a good bit of Tokyo Xtreme Racer 0, and I have a good idea of the Tokyo Xtreme Racer games, what makes them so unique, what makes them so special, and all of that is in this game. Tokyo Xtreme Racer 2025 is a fantastic return to form for the Tokyo Xtreme Racer series, and it's insane just how after 18 years it feels like nothing's changed, you know, and that's a good thing. Like, this game has all the aura, the soundtrack, the customization, the lore, just even like the boaty handling and the dodgy translations that make Tokyo Xtreme Racer and give it that unique charm is all here in this game. But let's get right into like the meat and potatoes of this. It doesn't feel like an early access game. It's an early access game that feels more complete than most racing games do on launch nowadays. I'm not even kidding. There's like something like 200 plus rivals, and that's only like half of what we're getting. When the full game comes out, we're supposed to get like 400 rivals to race against, but there's still like a massive amount of rivals that we're racing against. There's a full map of Tokyo, nearly full map of the highway system to explore. You can obviously start on the C1 loop, and after a little bit you unlock the rest of the map. You've got Tatsumi on the one end, and you can drive all the way down to Daikoku on the other end, out towards, and then all the way back towards the C1 again. So the map is pretty huge, you know, and it's not going to be as expansive as like Tokyo Xtreme Racer 3, where you could go to different cities. It's only limited to Tokyo right now. They have talked about how they want to expand the series after releasing Tokyo Xtreme Racer, but this game, from what my conversations with the devs back at Fuel Fest a couple months ago, they basically said that they wanted this game to be a return of Tokyo Xtreme Racer. You know, they wanted to return the series. It's not really a revival, it's more so a return to the series, and they want to build upon Tokyo Xtreme Racer here. So it is somewhat bare bones. It's offline only. There's no multiplayer aspect, which, considering every game is always online, you have to be connected to the internet, is actually very welcome. But you won't be able to play this game with your friends. It's only gonna be single player, which I know can be a downside to a lot of people, but they have talked about how they would like to implement multiplayer in a future, either a future sequel or maybe even later on down the road. But as of right now, this is a single player only game, offline only. It's a very limited in scope game, just like the previous Tokyo Xtreme Racer games. It focuses on strictly freeway racing around Tokyo. You're not going to have any canyon roads, you're not going to have any mountain roads, that type of stuff. But that's what Tokyo Xtreme Racer is. I know previous games like the Drift sub-series of Tokyo Xtreme Racer have you going into the mountains drifting. You don't have that here. So if you are looking for drifting, you're not going to really find it here. If you're looking for like canyon roads, you're not going to find them here. It's very limited to just freeway racing in Tokyo, racing against different crews, battling different crews. They're members, the bosses of said crews, and then the wanderers. They're basically mercenaries. They don't hold any allegiance to any flags, and they don't race with any crews but themselves. They're lone wolves, basically. They don't carry a flag. They don't pledge allegiance to no flag. I'm quoting something. I don't know what I'm quoting though. Like, the car list is pretty nice. You get about 40 JDM cars to choose from. There's quite a bit of quirky cars there too, such as like the Cappuccino or the wagon. What's it called? The fucking the Subaru Levorg. You got the Subaru Levorg, and these things, the Levorgs fucking fly. Like, I've lost so many races just the standard traffic cars. And that's another thing. You can race the traffic in this game too, to the trucks and even like the taxi cabs. And I kid you not, like the taxi cabs, do not underestimate the cabbies in this game. They will kick your ass if you're not prepared. The cabbies fly in this game. They know how to run. Some of the best battles I've had have been against the cabbies, and I swear that they're faster than half the opponents in this game. But being able to race the traffic is so fun. It's super funny. It adds to the charm of the game, and it's also a way to just get some nice income as you're going from rival to rival. Gives you a little extra cash to help build your car. And then we also have customization, which is incredibly in-depth. You've got plenty of options for body kits, spoilers, front bumper, back bumper, side skirts. You basically have everything there that you want. You can put neons on your car. You can put different wheels. There's tons of different brands like BBS, WEC. Basically anything you can think of, you could probably do it in Tokyo Xtreme Racer. It's a pretty in-depth livery editor. You can also adjust the fitment camber. You can adjust your brake balance, your gearing ratios, your ABS. The tuning's very in depth as well. And then you also need to watch your tire grip. Your tires lose traction as you're racing. You have a selection between hard, medium, and soft, which you choose from before you leave the garage every day. You can also go to PAs such as Tatsumi or Daikoku. And this is really cool. You can go there, park up, and talk with a bunch of different racers who are parked up, and they'll lore drop just stuff about maybe them, their friends, who you may find out on the streets later, or the wanderers who have specific requirements. Not every wanderer will just race you right out of the gate. You need to have specific requirements, such as like one guy, he requires that you have more than one car in your garage, or another guy like would only race you if you're racing like a 4-door sedan, that type of stuff. But you won't figure this out unless you go to the different PAs and talk to people who are roaming around the PAs, lore dropping this information to you. And I think that kind of ties you more into the world itself and the characters. It just helps you kind of tie yourself into the world that you're racing in. But yeah, that's basically everything I want to say about the game. Just go out and buy it. I'd say if you have the cash, $30 for this game. This game is 100% worth your money. If you're a fan of Tokyo Xtreme Racer, or even if you're just a fan of like Need for Speed or any other racing games, and you want to dive into a Tokyo Xtreme Racer game, I highly recommend you check this game out, especially now that it's in early access for $30. It doesn't even really feel like an early access game. The game runs super well on PC. I know it's PC only, unfortunately, but it does run well on PC. It's very optimized, and the game's only like 7 gigs, which is like insane. It does not take a whole lot of space on your computer, and overall, I think they cooked. Genki just straight up cooked with Tokyo Xtreme Racer. That's really the best way to put it forward. I'm going to be streaming this game later this week. I've been super busy. I just got my real estate license, so I'm just like figuring out how to sell real estate and just doing everything with that. So I've been super busy, but in my spare time, I've been sitting down and playing Tokyo Xtreme Racer. It's a lot of fun. It's super fun on a wheel too. I've been playing this game hella with my rig, and it's just it's fun with a controller or with a wheel as well. You can't go wrong with this game. It's insane to see what Genki was able to do with a pretty limited scope game. Like, this is a AA game, but this AA game seems to have more content than most AAA racing games nowadays, which is insane to think. But what do you guys think? Be sure to leave your comments in the comment section down below. If you like Tokyo Xtreme Racer, you want to see more Tokyo Xtreme Racer content on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and that like as well. But that's it for me tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you all later. Have a good night, everyone.